Okay, we have today what people have been waiting for, the unboxing for the Enclave Wave. So, this came in a bit early, so I was able to get this put together. Got another one of the Modiphius sales magazines. So, let's see, we have the core box, so we've got 4 Power Armour guys and 1 regular guy. A couple more Mirelic packs are in here as well. We've already done those. Hellfire set. Some more Power Armour. The High Command. So, normal size guys. Second Mirelic box I got. This Wave's promo figure, which is Lorenzo Cabot, which is from a Fallout 4 side quest that's very Cthulhu inspired. Cabot House and down into the Parsons Insane Asylum, so that's pretty nifty. I like how they throw in these characters. Then I have the Enclave Wave card pack. And I also picked up the Denizens of the Wasteland expansion pack. So this has rabid mole rats, weak behemoths, soft shell mirelurks, young fog crawlers, young rat scorpions, young mirelurk queen, creature weapons, AI, equipment mods, conditioning, and command cards. So just alternate cards for sculpts I already have. Okay, so also I have the Enclave Wave cards, so let's take a look at these real quick. Tightly packed in there. There we go. Separate sealed set. And then they put the small cards like that, so fairly well put together. Nope. Actually included a pull. That's nice. Providing you don't pull it apart like I just did. There we go. Alright. So we have an Enclave trainee whose picture looks pretty much just like a Brotherhood soldier, so possibility to retask those miniatures. Enclave soldier cards, a couple of those, 3. Tesla soldier, a couple of those, a couple of Hellfires. Then we have a lieutenant, a warrant officer, science specialist, Colonel Autumn, Frank Horrigan, scary, scary guy. So 6 physical and 6 energy, and because he is basically a super mutant, he has immunity to radiation. And we have 2 versions of his card, it seems. Which means we have a reference card somewhere. Here we are. So he's a legendary unit, consists of multiple unit cards, which are used sequentially by name. Include all, some, or just one of these cards in their force. If multiple cards for a legendary are included, only one legendary unit card is used for that unit at a time. When it would be removed, and you have a further unit card for that model, do not remove the model, remove all its damage, and replace the unit card with the next one. Cards are changed as soon as enough damage is accumulated, so any additional damage is carried over to the new card. Yikes. So yeah, he has barge, can move through smaller bases, cannot use most equipment. and starts with his own plasma gun and knife. So, we have Frank Horgan 1, Frank Horgan 2, Frank Horgan 3. So, in theory, you would have to work through 6 armor with 5 health, and then 4 armor with 6 health, and then 3 armor with 4 health. So 15 total health. Oof. Nasty. Alright, and then we finally have the Mirelurk cards. Fogcrawler, Hatchlings, Mirelurk, Mirelurk Hunter, Mirelurk Queen. So 14 endurance, 3+1 armor, immune to radiation. Easy to hit because she's massive, and she has her own reference card. Lorenzo Cabot, 10 endurance. Oof. Pays to be mutated by Old God artifacts. New Behemoth card. New Rad Scorpion card. New Nuka Girl card. So, they must have done some revision on them that required card reprints. Then we have all the AI cards. We have the Enclave card. Lorenzo Cabot has his own card. And is doubled onto the Mirelurk Queen card. That's annoying. I do not like that. I understand that maybe they didn't, have any additional text that required both sides, but I hate having rule set for 2 different models on one card. Okay. And then, let's see what... Oof, these are very on there tight. I'm not going to go through all of these cards. Just kind of flipping to see any interesting ones. Bunch of meat. I think this is going to be the least interesting section of the cards. Yep, this is just all the... Ooh, we got a broken... Steel quest card? Was that what that was? Blood trail, fruit finding. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Yep, nothing cool to see in there. Just mechanics cards. This is where the fun stuff is. Pretty long range for a flamethrower if you think about it. Green plus red. Nifty. Shish kebab, Chinese officer, Horgan's knife. 3 base damage. Oh my god, he's a beast. Horgan's plasma gun, also 3 energy damage, take the least. So this is 3 energy damage, take the least of either physical or energy armor, whatever the target has. And then crits automatically have additional 2 armor break. Ugh, nasty, 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 nasty. Lorenzo's artifact gun, basically shooting beams out of his helmet. Or that might be the gun that you get from the quest for killing him, which was based off of a gamma gun shell. Interesting again. Let's just take a look at the Queen stuff, because... Alright, Queen Claw, heavy on the armor break. Can stun or cripple pretty easily. 3 physical damage. Mirelurk Queen Acid. Blue and plus orange. 1 point of damage, automatically 2 armor break, and a lot of dice rolled on it. Because that's what you really want to see, is all those dice. And then she has a brood, which basically, so she spawns a hatchling. All hatchlings activate immediately before Queen and attack or move to attack their nearest opposing model. When Queen is activated and the ammo counter is not on this, flip token and leave it whichever side is showing after the flip. Ah, interesting. So, this means it's a reload weapon. If it has the token flipped, meaning it's unloaded, it would normally flip when she activates the following turn. You take the token, flip it like a coin, and if it lands on the not loaded side, don't get to use it. But if it does land on the loaded, you can use it. So it's kind of random when she spawns. These are legendary weapons. Explosive 10 mil. Because 10 mil pistols aren't already the most broken thing in the game. So with the blue die added, basically all the difference is it adds a blue die. And if you roll a star on the blue, it turns it into an orange AoE weapon. That's kind of cool. So yeah, introduction of legendary weapons. So can we make bloodied build characters now? Plasma infused, poisoners, nah, looks like just the not nearly as annoying ones. And we got basic weapons for the Enclave, it looks like. Plasma pistols, 10 mil, behemoth rock throw. No plasma casters that I saw. Unless I missed it. No, that would be here with the heavy incinerators, I would think. Nope, does not look like any plasma casters. That's a shame. Probably wind up seeing that in New Vegas stuff that's supposed to come out. Alright, so brief card review there. Since we got a new card pack. Now on to the stuff that people actually want to see. The miniatures. Alright. I tend not to get duplicates of stuff unless I think I really need them, so like the Mirelurks, because those should be swarmed. Otherwise, I tend to just, I'm more collector than building up a force, so I only get one box of most everything. Plus I get to use these for role-playing purposes. So, this is the Enclave High Command. We've got a scientist, the general dude, and the other dude. Lieutenant. So, Colonel Autumn, a lieutenant, and a science specialist. So, all bagged in the same for a change. So let's see here. We have lost an arm off of one of the sprues. That happens all the time, is not anything to really worry about. Just have to keep that in mind when I go to clean them so I don't lose it down the drain. Let's go ahead and zoom in a bit. There we go. Alright, so we've got a partial Hellfire, or no, the T-Series helmet on the base. Nice detail. Not too many bits of flash, some there to clean, some obviously, some a lot now that I look at it. In the internal part of the laser pistol, since they have that, it's very common for this when you have those areas of null space like this with resin for it to build up. So not bad. Let's see, got a plasma pistol. So flashing around the neck where the ponytail is. Bit behind the knees, nothing unexpected. Some nice detail work. So looking pretty good. And then our general, 10 mil pistol, or his custom pistol. Looks like it's based on a Fallout 3 10 mil though. Nice scatter pieces on the base that'll get painted up. We've got some bricks, looks like some bottles and some wood pieces, so that's cool. Nicely defined features. A little bit of flashing between the legs here, but not in the gap. So I just have to clear that out a bit. Otherwise, nice details on the coat, all the pouches and everything. So yeah, that looks good. Tuck those back in there so I don't lose the arm that goes with them. Alright, Lorenzo. So these packaging's always interesting to me because it just folds out. I really like that. You don't have to struggle to get into it, but it does hold it nice and secure. I've never had a problem with like a model falling out or anything strange like that, so kind of cool. Alright, so Kind of a basic board. It's probably the most plain base I've seen them ever put out, honestly. Just some boards. The detail is all in the headdress, the artifact, as it were, that he's wearing. So very cool. Not hardly see any, if any, flashing on there. So, yep, pretty nifty. Let's open up the core box now. The Enclave, the way they play apparently is very area enhancing, so they've got a lot of buffs they give each other. So, core box. Got 4 dudes in power armor. It looks like 2 Teslas, 2 regulars, and another officer type. So 2 in power armor, 2 in Tesla, and a warrant officer. Warrant officers on 30, power armor's on 40 per standard. Okay, it's 2 of our power armor. So it's Teslas, regulars, and our warrant officer. So we'll start with her. 1 piece. Interesting. Don't see many 1-piece sculpts. Okay, yep, nice plasma rifle. All the doodads, gonna have to do a little bit of cleaning there. A lot of that may flake off when I clean the miniature as well. All of their belts, pouches, all nicely detailed. Yeah, she looks cool. Back in the bag. Alright, now we get into the stuff everyone really wants to see. Okay, so we have power armor, very clean lines as you would expect with experimental. Very large plasma rifle, rubble, concrete, all the hallmarks of a nice detail. The helmet's got those swept back kind of bunny ears. And I prefer these over the Fallout 4 X01 power armor, which I find too rounded. I'm not a huge fan of it. So those look cool. So this guy also has a plasma rifle. Just a more stony base. Nice details. But the guns mostly have the flashing, it looks like, because of all the tiny details with them. And bunny ears look good. Alright. Yeah, those are nifty. Get them cleaned up. And the Tesla ones. These will be fun to paint because all the little doodads and gigas. Oop, we have a loose head. So, since we have a loose head, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Nice details, piping, all that kind of jazz. Looks good. Again, if it comes off the sprue, it's not a problem. Just make sure that where it detaches doesn't look too bad. Mini nuke embedded here, unexploded one. We got all the extra detail, all the Tesla arcing pieces. Another plasma rifle. These guys love their plasma rifles. Got the Tesla power supplies on the back. So yeah, lots and lots of nice detail work on those. Those will be fun to paint. Not a whole lot of flashing on this one, that's nice. And we've got a pressurized canister on there. He's holding a clip. Yeah, plasma clip. One of the tubular ones. All the same detail work. Very, very nice. And finally, we have the Hellfires. Alright, so we have 2 Hellfires. Both apparently with a type of flamethrower. Although honestly, the one guy looks more fancy. It's like a high-tech flamethrower. Also got a lot of stuff came off here. Oh, we have a break, so In all my unboxing videos, this is the only break I've ever had. So the hand on one of the Power Armor suits is snapped. Yep, so yeah, you can see right here, it's a very small piece. That's going to easily be glued back on. It's kind of a weak point in the model, actually. I'm surprised. But yeah, I'll get that glued back on, and should not be a problem. Flashing around the arc here, pretty normal. Power Armor's got a little more ridgeline on the shoulder plates. The flamethrower is plugged into the backpack. Dead mole rat on this base, that's funny. And then we have this guy's flamer. But yeah, it is a flamer. It's got the tanks here. It's just got this funky shield. Interesting. And his helmet came loose as well. So these guys don't have the bunny ears. The Hellfire doesn't get bunny ears. It still looks nice. This guy has a separate backpack for his flamethrower, apparently. I'm guessing that must be a plasma flamer, maybe. It's feeding more directly from the suit. It's also a little bit of a bow I'll have to fix with the nozzle, but it's okay. So, tanks, hoses, all look good. That's another one that came off the sprue, so that's all we have to worry about. Nothing super deep. There's a Nuka-Cola on this base, the grate. Looks like it's on the edge of a pavement versus road. Same kind of details. Does this plug into the gun then? Interesting. I'll have to figure out how that gets mounted, because yeah, that's a little odd. Take a look at the backpack, at the pictures here. Don't really see where that is supposed to go. Alright then, we'll have fun figuring that one out. Because it definitely goes on someone's, and I'm going to guess it has to go on this guy, actually. Yeah, I see. It does have a little block there. So the first guy's the guy with the flamer backpack. There we go. Yeah, just kind of sits like that. And then this guy gets the, I don't know what, plasma or something. Or it's just a self-contained, like it has all of the fuel in it. So cool. Alright, well I'm going to go clean these and assemble them, and we will be back to review the assembled models. We are done with assembly, so let's go through our models here. First up we have Lorenzo Cabot, almost in a Jedi pose here. You know, nice outfit. As I said before, the base is kind of the plainest one I've ever seen. But yep, that's our bonus model for this wave. Then we have the General here with his 10 mil. And apparently threatening you and trying to get something from you at the same time. Decent scatter on the base. Nice detail work with all the pouches and everything. Good crisp detail on the face. So, another good one. We have our Enclave Scientist. I really like the dome head on these. Very retro future. Lots of pipes and cords. His laser pistol is like bending down to inspect or pick up this T-45 helmet that is on the base. Again, lots of nice base detail. And we have the, I'm just calling them officers. One's a warrant officer, one's another type. One with plasma rifle. Again, good details. All of these went, this is the one piece, but they all went together very easy. We have the plasma pistol. Very good details, lots of pouches, lots of line work. And then on to what everyone wants to see, We have our standard Enclave Power Armour with plasma rifle. And pretty much all of them have plasma rifles, except that they have the flamethrower types. Still a little bit of flash that I missed there, but just pick off. Got our bunny ear helmet. Then the second one from the same group. Again, lots of nice details. And we have our Tesla armor. Still with plasma rifles, picking up a theme. You can see all the Tesla nodules, cables, all that fun detail to paint. I'm going to try and do some object source lighting, I think, or something for the coils. And here's the other one. Good poses on these as well. You know, actual walking, not very static. Alright, then the Hellfire. First we have this particular type of flamer, which I don't know if it's a plasma flamer or just a funky flamer, but there you go. May just be a flamer style from one of the older games. I do like how they mix and match a lot of that. The flamers from the T-51s, for example, are the Fallout 4 style. But yes, these are the non-bunny ear Hellfires. And then this guy, who just looks thoroughly awesome, standing astride a mole rat of all things. Still gotta heat up and reposition this flamethrower a bit, but nothing too unusual. This is the guy that has the giant gas canister on his back. Also, this is the guy whose hand was broken off. So the break was nice and clean. It did not look like it could be pinned though, because it was so small. So I just glued it on there, and it seems to be pretty strong. So we will see how that survives through painting and everything. Yep. Lots of nice detail work there. Alright, so I'm looking forward to getting these painted up. But there is the unboxing and assembly.